For the last 18 years since September 11th, we got really good at deploying with a lot of lead time. So you might know that you're deploying next summer and you've got 4 or 5 or 6 months to go get your field training, to do all your CBTs, make sure your medical is all square, all that kind of stuff. So the Air Force has been making a big push over about the last 6 months to basically get ready for what they call full spectrum readiness. Full spectrum readiness is we've kind of lost our way a little bit of being able to deploy almost instantaneously. So it's basically getting us back to our roots. So the ORE, Operational Readiness Exercise, is basically a test for our wing and really the installation to ensure that we can meet a wartime mission. Basically get a message that we're leaving, prepare, cargo, personnel, deploy, and go, and then reintegrate and come home. So we call them Phase 1 and Phase 2s in OREs. Phase 1 is getting the cargo ready, getting all the airmen ready, generating aircraft, and flying those aircraft. So that's a Phase 1.
During Phase 1, we're looking at the initial steps that are going to be getting our wing out the door if need be. Some of those, for IG purposes, specifically belong to the 317th Airlift Wing. Other things are controlled more by the bomb wing. So we've been working with their Inspector General and that shop to make sure that we're assessing the installation as a whole in regards to this ORE.
The intent of a Phase 1 is to practice getting our combat team out of town to be able to go anywhere in the world. So this part of getting the team out of town is something that this base does all the time, right? We deploy often. As a matter of fact, the C-130s are constantly deployed. The B-1s are always doing their deployment rotations. But what we do very rarely is go someplace new. And that's what we're practicing here, is being able to take an entire group of people, an entire group of aircraft, and to be able to deploy to a location that we're not currently deployed to.
So how do we measure the success of this scenario? So really, this one's interesting. The success is actually going to be through our failures. So we're going to identify places where we're weaker, we're going to get additional training, and we're going to work on making the 317th Airlift Wing better as a whole when it comes to these specific items that we're looking at.
Every day is my job to ensure that we can fulfill whatever order we receive. And that could be anywhere in the world. It could be as easy as a cargo mission to going into combat and taking the 82nd Airborne into wherever they got to go. So every day we train in these kinds of situations, but every day we have to have the ability to generate the max amount of aircraft that we can out here with proficient aircrew and proficient maintainers.
I'm real proud of the hard work that everybody, both in the 7th Bomb Wing, is performing, as well as the 317th Airlift Wing. The team's really coming together. I mean, you can see all these people out here from all the different organizations that we've got across the base, from the folks that are responsible for the cargo deployment function, or the CDF, as well as the increment monitors for our increments, for our equipment, and the operators that are out here as well. So it's a whole team effort to be able to get this team out of town, but it's coming together well, and it's really good practice.